Welcome to my lesson number 6 part 2. This is about the structure of the sulfate ion. Last time we talked about the structure of the nitrate ion. I had got some complaints that lesson number 6 part 1 was much more difficult than the previous lessons. I believe that when you look at part 2, part 3, you will find it easier because we are applying the same theory again and again. Again, I thought that a clear understanding of these structures will inspire your study of chemistry because these ions are present in our day-to-day life, in your water, in your blood, in your foods, everywhere in your life. You will see even in this flower. So let's look at the structure of the sulfate ion. This is number 6 part 2, structure of the sulfate ion. We know that it is SO4 2 minus. It has one sulfur atom and 4 oxygen atoms, and the total charge is 2 minus. And you will see that the structure is going to be like this. 4 oxygen atoms attached to a central sulfur atom, and the total charge is 2 minus. First of all, let's look at our periodic table. You will see that both sulfur and oxygen are having 6 electrons in the outermost shell. 6. That's the most important number today. And oxygen is more electronegative than sulfur. 3.5, 2.6. They are their electronegativities, as we discussed in part 1 of this lesson. So first thing we do is we count the total number of valence electrons in both sulfur and oxygen atoms. Sulfur atom, as we said, 6. We have 4 oxygen atoms, so 6 times 4. And what is this 2? This 2 is the SO4 2 minus, that extra 2 minus charge. That means 2 electrons. So altogether we have 32 electrons. Now we have to place these electrons somewhere around these atoms. First we connect 4 oxygen atoms to the sulfur atom, central sulfur atom. So we are using 2 electrons each for these bonds. That means 8 electrons are already gone. 32 minus 8, 24. Then our next step is completing the octets, 8s for the terminal atoms. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for each oxygen atoms. So now you can see 6 times 4, 24. All the electrons are gone. At this moment, sulfur also have the octet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But now the next step is to look at the formal charges. So if, as I said earlier, when you look at the formal charges of any atom, we are looking at the electrons around that atom only. So if you look at an oxygen atom, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We said a normal oxygen atom has 6 electrons in the outermost shell, but this one has 7. So one more electron. That means it has a formal charge of -1. So all of them are like that, minus. I have shown the electrons around the sulfur atom in red color, 4 only. Instead of 6, it has 4, so it has lost 2 electrons. It has a charge of +2. So now we have done the formal charges, but the theory of formal charges say that the formal charges should be minimum. So we have so many formal charges and they are high too. So to minimize that, we bring a pair of electrons down here to make a double bond. Let's see what will happen now. Now the new situation is like this. Now sulfur has 5 electrons now in its immediate neighborhood. Instead of 6, now it has 5. It has lost only 1 electron now. So it has a formal charge of +1. Oxygen now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it has its 6, no charge now. So these are new formal charge situation. We have to circle them. But we can minimize the formal charges further. Let's bring another pair of electrons to make another double bond. Let's see what will happen now. This is the new situation. Now sulfur has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no more formal charges for the sulfur. And only these two have the negative charge. So we have minimized the formal charges. So that is our final structure. But as we saw at the beginning, nothing special with these two atoms. All 4 oxygen atoms are same. So we can, if you want, we can put a double bond here and make this one single bond. So it's a mixture of many different cases, and those mixtures, those different structures are called resonance structures. So this is an example. Now I made these two double bonds, or you can make these two double bonds. See, I have made a mistake here. No negative charge. When there's a double bond, there's no charge. So you can write more structures. You can make these two double bonds, you can make these two single bonds. So it's a mixture of various structures called again resonance structures. So our final structure is going to be like this: 2 double bonds, 2 single bonds to the oxygen atom, and with a total charge of -2. And this minus charge is going to sit on these two if you go to details. And when there are 4 atoms attached to a central atom, the most possible arrangement is called a tetrahedral structure. Tetrahedral. So it will arrange the atoms in the space like this. These 2 atoms are in the plane of the paper. So all these 3 are in the plane of the paper. 1 oxygen atom is coming towards you, 1 oxygen atom going away from you. This is how you draw that. So these are tetrahedral structure of the sulfate ion. So if you still have difficulty, look at part 3 when we discuss the shape of the phosphate ion, you will get a better idea. Thank you.